Okay, YouTubers, here we go. George Washington roll number 2. If you watch the first George Washington video, you'll see at the beginning of the video we talk about all the errors. There's not just the missing edging, there's some other errors, and if we find one, we'll be sure to tell you about it. Otherwise, we're going to try and get into this roll and see what we find. Just like the other one, you can see from sitting out, I don't know if you can see, yeah, there's a lot of smudge and just junk on the outside facing coin. Not really that unusual. The last roll we did pretty good, so we'll see what we get on this roll. Like I said, one of the known, probably one of the most well-known, is that when these coins came out in 2007, the lettering was missing on something over 100,000 of these, making them fairly valuable, but not extremely valuable. If it's missing the finish, that's the most valuable error to find so far. So we're going to try and tear through these. The problem is we're fighting the infamous white glove. Oh, that's the front one. We know he's all smudged up, which is a shame because the back looked really nice. Front on George looks really nice. Liberty looks nice. The edging is true and correct and clean. So we move that over there. George is really nice. Liberty's really nice. And the lettering's really nice. So it's there, and it's not doubled. That's another error. George looks really nice. Liberty looks really nice. And the lettering is in good shape. So that's another good one. George looks really nice. Liberty looks so-so. She's got a smudge. And for us, that's not good enough. And the lettering's good. There's another one. Let's see. George looks really nice. Liberty looks really nice. Nope, I had it the right way first time. And the lettering looks good. So we put that there. Oops. Put George standing upside down. Can't do that. Poor guy. Some smudging by his neck, so we're not going to keep him. He goes off to the side. Liberty's got a little bit of a smudge on her. So does George. Yeah. Smudge by Liberty. Little one, but still. Lettering looks to be intact and not doubled. A little smudging by Liberty. Some basically some small bag marks. Same thing on the face. Lettering's good. Camera girl's falling asleep. Just in case you heard that on the camera. Let's see. I can't tell. Almost looked like we had a cud on here, but it doesn't show up on the magnifying glass. There's a little blemish of some sort right by the end of my finger, but can't get it on the camera either. Doesn't show up very well on the magnifying glass either. In any event, the overall condition of the coin is not up to snuff, not up to our high standards. This coin's okay. The back's okay. Pretty shiny, actually. Lettering's good. Down there. She's got a couple bag marks. okay. Lettering's okay. You can notice that there's definite changes in the coloration, especially the edging. Sometimes is two-tone. Appears to be two different shades, like right there. It's unfortunately the camera probably won't pick it up, but it's a little more gold on the bottom and a little more of a orange hue to the top. If it was missing the coating and it wasn't shiny, that's like in this series the Holy Grail. That's even worth more than the missing lettering. That one's torn up, and the lettering's there. So this one's got a lot of scratches, bag marks on Liberty. George is looking pretty good. Lettering's there. Oops. Liberty looks good. These gloves are falling off of me. George looks pretty good. Lettering's good. Set that off to the side. Almost there, guys. George, one teeny tiny bag mark. I don't know if that's a deal breaker there. Lettering looks good. George looks good. Liberty looks good. Yeah, that one is two-tone right down the middle. And the lettering's good. So that's a good one. George got some bag marks, a couple of them. She's got speckling on the backside. Lettering looks to be fine. Not a keeper in our book. George looks okay. Whoops. Don't want to drop them and create bag marks. I mean, I suppose you could get as picky as you want to get or imagine that there's things wrong, but the word pluribus and e pluribus unum, it kind of looks like it's running uphill slightly, but on a narrow edge like that, it's kind of hard to tell. You know, just because it says that there's certain errors, doesn't mean that they're the only errors. People find stuff all the time. Sometimes you'll find, you know, the double strikes, triple strikes, miss strikes, you know, quarters stamped on the back. Because remember, these blanks, these planchettes were real close to the quarter when these came out. You know, the Sacagaweas came out 7 years earlier. So, and they're still, according to the book, they were, which came out in 2009, by the way. That book was still listing errors in the series as late as 2009, so they could still be producing errors. That one's got a bunch of bag marks on it, and the lettering looks good, so he goes to the side. Last one. Lots of bag marks on the face, unfortunately. And Lady Liberty was sticking out on the other end of the roll. She doesn't look too good. Had a rough life. Lettering's there. So out of this one, we got, looks like we got 11. But as always, Camera Girl gets to have the final say. We may put some of these up on eBay, may not. Kind of going back and forth on that. So between the two, we've got about 20 bucks worth of what we would normally consider keepers, but that's before Camera Girl has her say. So we didn't find the error coins in this roll. Got to watch the other video to find out about it, about what all the errors are. I know we talked about a couple of them here, but hopefully you guys enjoyed watching us open these up. We've had them for a long time, and until next time, JB Coins signing out.